Ukrainian officials are now assessing the damage in Odessa after Russia launched airstrikes on the southern port city overnight. Ukrainian officials are not reporting any casualties, but at least a dozen people are wounded. Moscow's defense ministry said the airstrikes were in retaliation for Kyiv's attack on the Crimean bridge that links the annexed peninsula to Russia. International correspondent Jason Bellini is on the ground in Ukraine with the latest developments. And Jason, we know that Odessa is a critical port city for the country. How is Ukraine responding to this?
Hi, Jay. Well, President Zelensky today says that he's instructing the military to strengthen security of the port following these latest round of attacks that Ukraine's Air Force says concentrated on infrastructure targets there at the port. Zelensky didn't elaborate, but that may mean repositioning the best Western air defense resources that he's got at his disposal. One official in Odessa said last night was likely the largest attack on that city since the start of the full-scale invasion. 30 cruise missiles, 32 attack drones, but Ukraine this time only intercepted around half of those missiles. Some apparently hit grain facilities and oil tanks. President Zelensky saying Russia's goal in the latest strike was to, quote, destroy the possibility of Ukrainian grain being shipped. Remember, this attack comes just days after Moscow withdrew from the deal that allowed safe passage for Ukrainian ships transporting grain, Jay.
Yeah, Jason, also this morning, Russian officials claiming there was a fire at a military facility in Russian annexed Crimea, which caused the closure of a highway. What do we know about this alleged attack?
Well, this is nearly simultaneous to the Russian attacks on Odessa. The explosions in Crimea began around 4 a.m. and according to reports continued for the next 6 hours. The Russian-backed leader of Crimea saying that a military training ground was struck. The uncorroborated speculation from experts based on the video that's been emerging is that Ukraine also struck a Russian ammunition depot. These experts also say this is in line with the Ukrainian strategy of using British-supplied Storm Shadow missiles to hit Russian military targets far behind the front line to bring attrition to their enemy before embarking on a more major counteroffensive push, Jay.
International correspondent Jason Bellini reporting for us in Ukraine. Do stay safe, Jason. We'll be right back.